How's it going, everyone? Nurse Brent here. Good to see you guys again. Hope you guys are doing well. As you guys, clicked in on this video, you guys pretty much know what this is about, but just as a refresher, we all know what happened on August 4th in Los Angeles. Travel ICU nurse, Miss Nicole Linton, drove through the intersection on August 4th around 13:30 in the afternoon, resulting in a multi-vehicle crash. She's facing 6 counts of murder, 5 counts of gross vehicular manslaughter, and District Attorney George Gascon is not suspecting alcohol use, but according to investigators, Miss Linton does have a prior history of 13 car accidents, as well as a mental health history dating back to 2018. In a report by K Houston 11, she's had prior incidents which appeared to be increasing in severity, ranging from jumping on police cars to jumping out of apartment windows. Court documents also revealed that she has tried to hurt herself more than once and has been involuntarily committed, most likely to a locked facility, several times. The court documents also stated, and I quote, "The defendant's extremely reckless conduct combined with her mental health struggles that have escalated to the point of taking the lives of 6 individuals and harming 7 more clearly comport with the exceptions for detention without bail under the California Constitution." As of right now, Miss Linton is not practicing nursing. She isn't working right now, and obviously her next court case will be at the end of August 31st. So before I share my thoughts on this and what happened, first and foremost, I do want to send my condolences, my prayers to the families who have been affected by Miss Linton's actions. I am sorry this happened to you. This sucks, and there's nothing that I can say or do to make you feel better, to make the situation any better. And just from the bottom of my heart, I am so sorry that this happened, to you and to your family. I grieve with you, and I really wish that this tragic event never happened. With that being said, I do want to acknowledge Miss Kerr. She's the sister of one of the victims of this horrible accident, and she publicly extended forgiveness to Miss Linton. So props to you. Thank you so much for doing that. I don't know how everyone else is going to respond to you forgiving the murderer. They might think that you're crazy. They're going to say, this nurse doesn't deserve it. How could she do something so bad? I mean, she's a nurse, one of the most trusted professions in the United States. Their job is to heal, to help others. This idea of beneficence, to do good, non-maleficence, to not do harm. And clearly she broke those 2 codes of nursing ethics. How could you forgive her? This is unforgivable. She deserves to be locked up. You gotta be kidding me. But I'm going to tell you this straight up. It takes a lot of grace and empathy to do what you did, to forgive someone who murdered your family members, who did harm to you, to your family, mental illness or not, history or not. I can see why some people, wouldn't extend forgiveness, why they would be acting out in rage and anger and bitterness and resentment. But the fact that you offered forgiveness, honestly, we need more of that. It gives me hope. And it restores my faith in humanity when people, are the bigger person, when they take the higher road and they say and they, extend forgiveness, and they extend that olive branch. So let me go ahead and share my thoughts. As I said earlier, I grieve for the family, but also I grieve, for nurses. And as a nurse, this news hits different. Of course, the hardest hit, the ones most affected, are the families of those, who passed away. But nurses also got hit with this as well, because this is someone who is a nurse, who has gone through, the rigors of nursing school, who have dedicated their lives to serving the community, to serving others, to treating and tending the sick. This is a calling and a purpose, to be a nurse, to hold yourself to these high standards so that you can give care, to people, who drastically, who desperately, who need it, because we're talking about people's lives here. So to be called to this profession, to be called to this career, it's not one that we take, lightly, and the nursing profession is one that is rooted in, such deep respect. It's been for the longest time the most trusted profession. Of course, losing out in 2001 to first responders, EMTs, police, and firefighters because of what happened in 9/11. When they identified Nicole Linton as a nurse, I was devastated. I was actually at the clinical site with my LVN, students. We were waiting in the nurses' break room, waiting for one of the nursing directors to come and, orient us to the place. And we saw this. And we were just sitting there like, wow, this is unbelievable. This is one of us, one of our nurses, one of our people per se, taking the lives of 6 people, committing, vehicular manslaughter, running a red light at greater than 80, 90 miles per hour, reckless driving, reckless behavior, endangering herself and other people. Man, this one was tough. She was working in Kaiser, West LA. I don't know her. I've never worked with her. I've never seen her in my life, even though I do, live in LA County. But, there's a professional kinship there. She's a nurse. I'm a nurse. It's tough to see when nurses go down. It's tough to see when nurses fail. The nursing world is small, and it hits hard because the only ones who know what nurses go through on a day-to-day basis are nurses. According to interviews with co-workers, they said that she was a hard worker. She was kind and considerate of her patients. She was highly motivated, and now she's going to lose all of that. She's going to lose her license. She's never going to work as a nurse or in a hospital ever again. This is going to definitely go on her record. People know her name. They know what she looks like. She lost her job. She's going to be convicted. We're looking at 90 years to life in prison. This is pretty much a death sentence here, a life sentence. Her next court date is August 31st. Now with the news that she has a mental illness, this complicates things. I have no idea what her diagnosis is. I have no idea if she was on her medications. I have no idea why she was, unstable like this. If she stopped taking her medication, something triggered it, who knows? But, this is one of those where we can easily blame mental illness. Where we can just say that because the person wasn't stable, they weren't in their right mind, this is what caused them to do their behavior. But still, this doesn't change the fact that she did what she did, that 6 lives were taken, that she was acting, recklessly and dangerously and putting other people at risk. And of course, I don't want to go into that and blame mental health or use that as a cover and go through all of that. I just want to say this to all my nurses, and also to an extent, nursing students who are going to be graduating and finishing up and getting their licenses. Please take care of yourself. We just came out of the biggest pandemic of our lifetime. Now we got this monkeypox, roaming around here. We're tired, we're overworked, mental and physical toll was high. It was tough, and I just want to tell you guys, take this time to grieve, but also consider what you can do to make your situation better so things like this doesn't happen. Here's the deal that I tell my students all the time. Yes, people have mental illnesses. Yes, people have struggles and what they're going through, But with therapy, with medications, as long as you're stable, you're able to make the decisions that you need to make. You're able to raise a family, go to school, work a job. You know, a lot of very successful people have a mental illness. But theirs is, I hope, you know, controlled and stable so that they can do the things that they're supposed to be doing. I had a seasoned nurse tell me when I first started working. She was a registry nurse, and we had just finished getting a report, and we were in the nurse's station. I was, you know, getting all my stuff ready to go and assess my patients, and she was kind of sitting in the corner, you know, with her computer, and she was eating breakfast, oatmeal, bacon, all of that stuff. Smelled really good, and she told me, "Baby, before you go out there and take care of patients, you got to take care of yourself first, because these patients are relying on you, you know, to do your job and to do your job well. And you can't do your job if you are tired, if you're not in the right mind frame, if you are hungry, if you are not taking care of yourself. These patients need you on your A game. You owe it to them. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your family, because this is your job. This is your career. You have to be able to do your job at the highest capacity that you possibly can. And the number one way to do that is taking care of yourself. So guys, please take care of yourself. In order to last, because nursing, just like nursing school, it's a gauntlet. You have so many patients to take care of, 12 hours, you know, very stressful situations, pandemic, nonetheless. Take care of yourselves, you guys. You know, prioritize your mental health, prioritize your rest. Please learn to say no. Do not take overtime if you are not up to it. You know, there's more to life than work. But of course, if there are no comments, questions, concerns, or complaints, it can be expressed in a therapeutically communicative manner. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you guys do have any thoughts, comments, questions, or complaints, leave them down in the comment. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about, you know, this case that's been going on? And also let me know how you take time for yourself, how you rest, how you treat yourself, what you do on your days off, because you have to be able to rest up so that you can do your job well. Take care, guys. Peace.